Hey everybody, how are you? In today's update, we'll talk about international flights, some aviation updates. Let's start with some good news. Plane fares will go down in November as fuel surcharges cut, so there has been minimal adjustment on jet fuel prices. And so from level 9, the fuel surcharge level will go down to level 8. So this will be the fees for domestic flights. It will range from 250 to 700. International flights 800 to 6,000. The difference really for domestic, let's say, is just 30 to 50 pesos. And then for international, the adjustment is around 100 pesos to 800 pesos. Or, yeah, it's not much, not much. But hey, it's still an improvement, right? Now, on Philippines arrival, you all heard about it, e-arrival card. Now, this has replaced One Health Pass, but it's basically just the same thing, just a few differences. Now, they have just simplified the process, but most of it is still all the same. So, e-arrival card is required. The registration to this e-arrival card is required to all passengers arriving in the Philippines, and this is free of charge. This is used by all ports of entry, okay? Whether you're arriving in Manila, Cebu, Clark, Davao, wherever, this is used. If you're coming from abroad, you're entering the Philippines, please register to e-arrival card within 3 days before your departure. Now, I made a step-by-step guide for Filipinos and foreigners. I'll put the link in the comment section. Next up is customs form. What about it, Jennifer? So customs form, we're all familiar with it. This is the form used to declare whether you need to pay taxes or duties for whatever you bring in the country. What about it, Jennifer? We actually mentioned it a month ago, but I think a lot of you missed it. It's called the Electronic Customs Baggage and Currency Declaration Form. It's an online form that replaces the paper form. However, as of now, it's only used in Terminal 1 of Manila International Airport. So Manila Terminal 1, NAIA Terminal 1 arrivals and departures. You can access this through a website. I will show it to you later. But Jennifer, is this another online form that we have to do? So it's just like e-arrival card. After you successfully register, you will be given a QR code. The good thing is that this I declare or customs online form is not mandatory, okay? It's not like e-arrival card. This customs online form first is only available or currently being used in NAIA Terminal 1. NAIA Terminal 1 for arrivals and departures. And this is not mandatory. You can choose not to do this, okay? Because paper forms are still being handed out at the airports, okay? According to the Bureau of Customs, in case you are not be able to accomplish this online form, ECBDF, prior to arrival, please proceed to the customs desk. Our officers will gladly assist you in accomplishing the paper form. Or there is also kiosk at the airport where you can do it there. So don't stress about this customs online form if you are arriving in Terminal 1. This is optional. There are still paper forms being used at the airport. Okay. Hope that's clear. Now about the arrival protocols in the Philippines, it's still really the same, guys. Not much has changed. So for Filipinos, as long as fully vaccinated ka, mag-register ka lang sa e-arrival card. For unvaccinated, ganun pa rin, guys. Magte-test before the flight, quarantine, magte-test na ulit upon arrival, 5th day. So ganun pa rin yung protocols. For foreign nationals, you still need a booster to be exempted from pre-departure testing, and then register to the e-arrival card. If you don't have a booster, then you need pre-departure testing. Unvaccinated foreigners are still not allowed except through Cebu. If you are an unvaccinated foreign national who really need to come to the Philippines now, please book a flight direct to Cebu. Don't go to Manila or Davao. Get a flight direct to Cebu. Check out Singapore Airlines or Korean Air. Now about exit. How about leaving the Philippines, Jennifer? Now there is no COVID requirements for leaving the country. The Philippines neither requires a COVID test nor online forms for exit. E-arrival card, well, arrival. It's only for arrival, not for exit. And you will just follow the requirements of your country of destination and layover countries. Most countries in the world have moved on. No, wala nang requirements. Canada, wala na. Thailand, wala na nga. Australia, wala na. US still requires vaccination proof for non-legal permanent residents, non-US citizens, but no testing is needed. COVID restrictions continue to wane in the world. It's becoming like history. COVID tests, forms. Now let's talk about the international flights to or from the Philippines. Let's start with Calibo International Airport. So this is the international airport closest to Boracay Island, which has received an award recently for being the best island or beach in Asia. That's big deal. So Boracay Island is the most famous beach in the Philippines. This Calibo International Airport is just a 2-hour travel from Boracay by car. So travelers from South Korea, Seoul, Incheon, South Korea can get a direct flight to Calibo through T-Way, Air Seoul, and Philippine Airlines. Moving forward, Clark International Airport is the airport closest to Manila. This is International Airport Clark. It's another gateway. Their international flight schedules for the month of October is that if you're coming from Singapore, we have Jetstar and Scoot. If you're coming from South Korea, we have Jeju Air, Fly Gangwon, Jin Air. And then from Middle East, we have Emirates and Qatar Airways. For domestic flights, it's kind of limited being that they're so close to Manila. But we have Clark to Cebu with Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, Clark to Cebu, and then with Air Asia, Clark to Katiklan. Then they also have added some few domestic flights. From Clark, you can fly direct to El Nido, Palawan, one of the most beautiful islands in the country as well. Clark to El Nido via Air Swift, and then Royal Air, Clark to Katiklan. For Cebu, now in terminal assignments in Cebu Airport have changed recently. So they have segregated domestic and international flights. So for Terminal 1, they will be catering all domestic flights, departures, and arrivals. While for Terminal 2, we have all international flights, domestic departures, and arrivals. If you're transferring between Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, vice versa, don't worry. There is airport shuttle bus that it's operating 24/7 every 15 minutes. Okay? And it's very close. I think 15 minutes walk. Now, Cebu is still the best port of entry for unvaccinated foreign nationals. They do accept unvaccinated foreign nationals there. Thanks to Governor Gwen and her executive order, unvaccinated foreign nationals pre-departure list, e-arrival card, negative test result, a pre-booked quarantine hotel for 5 nights, and check with your airline whether they will accept unvaccinated foreign nationals to Cebu. That's it. So these are the international flight schedule for the month of October in Cebu. We have Qatar Airways and Emirates for flights coming from or going to Middle East, Doha and Dubai. For Hong Kong, we have Cathay Pacific. For Jeju Air, we have Incheon to Cebu, Cebu to Incheon, South Korea. Cebu Pacific also flies direct flight to Cebu via South Korea, Incheon, and Singapore. Jin Air, South Korea and Busan. Korean Air, Incheon, South Korea. We have T-Way, Air Asia, Philippine Airlines, Turkish Airlines. If you're coming from Middle East or Europe, we have Turkish Airlines, Istanbul to Cebu, Cebu to Istanbul. So it's possible to skip Manila. You can take direct flights arriving and leaving the Philippines through Cebu. We have Air Busan, Scoot, Singapore Airlines, Eva Air. No, these are direct flights to Cebu. Moving forward, if you guys want to have a direct flight here, you want to land directly to Davao, you don't want to go through Manila, Cebu, you can land directly here in Mindanao through Davao International Airport. Scoot Airlines runs a Singapore to Davao, Davao to Singapore flights. That's about international flight schedules for Katiklan, o Calibo International Airport, Clark, Cebu. Now let's go with Manila. Now, guys, of course, Manila is the main gateway, although they are building other airports. I heard in Bulacan, and there's another one I forgot. But still, Manila is the main gateway. We have the most number of flights there. When you book for flights, guys, you can have it cheaper if you are flexible. Let's say you're fine with layovers in other countries. One kababayan, Tina, shared that she layovered in South Korea, and oh boy, it was wonderful because they have nice lounge areas, waiting areas for those with connecting flights. Oh, according to Tina, totoo nga ang chismis, may nap zone at shower area ang Incheon International Airport. Nasa fourth floor, Nasa fourth floor lang, walang bayad. May mas magandang upuan din at tambayan, wag magtiis sa boarding gate na seats. Ayan. Oh, look, that's so comfortable and it's free. Amazing. So this is fourth floor of South Korea Incheon Airport. Nice. So let's do checks and prices, guys. I'm gonna use Skyscanner. You know, I always say to book direct with the airline's website. I'm just gonna use this for reference. And what I like about this website is that it actually gives you options and where would you like to book the ticket, and it includes the airline's website. So, okay. So then we can compare different airlines, no? So let's start with, let's say you're coming from Los Angeles and going home to Manila. You're leaving. It's too late now for book for October. Let's just book for November. So let's say you leave on November 8th and then stay in the Philippines for the rest of the month. So November 30. Let's see. Korean Air at $1,078. Not bad. So this is Los Angeles to Manila, leaving on November 8, going back on November 30, with Korean Air for $1,078. US dollars na to, guys. Okay, I think that's a good deal. That's a return ticket already. Korean Air, and I heard good reviews about them. Okay, let's try naman. Let's try San Francisco. So you're coming from San Francisco, you're going to Manila, you're leaving, let's say on November 15, going back to San Francisco December 15. So that's a month of stay in the Philippines. You're going back to San Francisco just before Christmas. So this is for adult economy. Alright, here we have San Francisco to Manila, leaving San Francisco on November 15, going back on December 15. We have the cheapest is with it's Change Airport, no thanks. Best so far is this $1,043, and it's with United and ANA. So in United, right, San Francisco to Honolulu, okay. Then 2 hours layover in Hawaii, and then from Honolulu to Guam, and another layover 45 minutes, and then I think it's too much layover, guys. Okay, I'm booking based on my preference, huh? Okay, we have here ANA with just $100 difference, and you only have one layover. I think it's worth it. So with ANA, we have San Francisco to Tokyo, Narita, and then a layover in Narita, Tokyo, Japan for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think that's just perfect. Not too short, not long. Okay, and we have going back to San Francisco, a layover again in Tokyo, Japan for 2 hours. Totally fine. So I think I would get this flight ANA for $1,150, a return ticket for economy. Now let's try Honolulu to Manila. Let's see, for November 10, and we go back to Honolulu, December 10. Again, a month of stay in the country. Alright, so far the best option is with Philippine Airlines for $1,055. This is a direct flight. Now let's check for flights to Canada. So let's go with Vancouver. Vancouver to Manila. Let's say we'll leave on December 10th. So you spend your Christmas and New Year's Eve in the country. Go back to Vancouver on January 10. This is for one adult economy. Oh well, it's for Christmas, so expect will be expensive talaga. It's kind of expected. So we have Vancouver to Manila. Oh, the best so far is with which one is this? It's with China Airlines and Cathay Pacific. So for China Airlines, we have a layover in Taiwan for 2 hours. That's okay. And then with Cathay Pacific, layover in Hong Kong for 1 hour. I think this is fine. It's the same airline. Our boarding pass would have already been issued from Manila pa lang, so I think it's fine. So yes, this is so far the best option is with China Airlines and Cathay Pacific. So let's say Dubai to Manila, guys. One way lang, end of contract. Let's say December 1 ka uuwi. Tingnan natin. Ang best option, ginawa kong Philippine peso to is ito ay Cebu Pacific. 27,000. Mahal no kasi Christmas, Pasko kasi. Let's check naman Riyadh. South Korea. Saudi Arabia. So Riyadh to Manila, uuwi ka ng November. Let's say November. Tingnan natin magkano kaya. Philippine peso to, guys, ha. Ginawa ko na lang Philippine peso para wala lang. Mas maintindihan ko din. So we have Riyadh to Manila. Merong Philippine Airlines 20,000. Not bad, 'di ba? Sakto lang. Direct flight Riyadh to Manila. Let's check Dammam. Punta tayo sa Dammam. Dammam, Saudi Arabia to Manila. Let's say uuwi ng November 30. Okay, yung pinakamura dito so far, 21,000. Okay, 21,000 ang pinakamura at that is with anong airline? With Indigo at Cebu Pacific. Daw, self-transfer, wag yan, guys. Yung mura is yung talagang medyo medyo mag-aalala ka. Sige, wag tayo dun sa mga alanganin. O ito yung the best so far, Oman Air. This is Dammam to Oman, layover sa Oman ng 2 hours, and then Oman to Manila. Okay lang. Magkano to? This is 34,000. Oh. Pero at least ito, guys, safe the safe. Hindi ka na magwo-worry kung dadaan ka ba ng immigration sa layover. Kasi layover lang talaga ito. Hindi mo na ipipick up yung bag mo sa ibang bansa. Sa Pilipinas mo na siya ipipick up. So, safe na safe. Oh, mas maganda kung same airline or code share. Try natin Singapore. Ito mura to, guys. Singapore to Manila, napakamura ngayon. Gawin ko na lang one way, ha. Let's say for November 15. O, ayan, medyo last minute booking to. Mga 2 weeks before the flight. O, isipin mo, guys, may 5,000 Singapore to Manila. Singapore to Manila. Wow, bongga. Yan, Singapore to Manila. 5,000. Grabe, napakamura. Sana all. And then, try natin Japan, Fukuoka. Fukuoka to Manila. I'm sure nagmura na ng konti yung tickets pa Japan kasi nag-open na sila. So, let's go na lang. Kunwari, uuwi ng Pasko. December 10. Ayan, Paskong Pasko. Oh, wow. Look at this. Meron ng 13,000 before. Umaabot to ng 30,000, guys. Malaking improvement kasi nga nag-open na ang Japan for independent tourists. Balik to like before na pwede na they can come visa free na yung mga ibang lahi. Pero tayong Pinoy need pa rin ng visa. So far ang the best option is Cebu Pacific 13,000. Okay. Now let's do naman Tokyo. Yan, Tokyo, Narita to Manila. Uwi tayo ng November 20. One way lang. So, Tokyo to Manila. Yan, Tokyo to Manila for 18,000. Okay. Mahal. November 20. Cebu Pacific yung pinakamura, 18,000. Ang laki naman ng difference with PAL. 34 yung PAL. Cebu Pac, 18 lang. Shout out sa Cebu Pacific. Salamat at tatanggap ko na ang aking refund ng travel fund. After how many months? Salamat naman. Travel fund. After how many months? Salamat naman. How about Australia? Let's see. Sydney to Manila. Return. So, Sydney to Manila, leaving Sydney on November 10, going back on November 30. We have so far the cheapest is with Cebu Pacific. This is a direct flight, Sydney to Manila, Manila to Sydney, for 743 Australian dollars. Okay, not bad, just the average, even before the pandemic time. Or if you want to have a layover in Singapore, there's also Scoot. Ayan, 6 hours layover in Singapore. Not a good time to lay over. It's the middle of the night, 11:30. So you'll be sleeping at the airport. No thanks. If I were to lay over in Singapore, at least yung daytime. Pwede ka nang lumabas sa airport, 'di ba? How about let's go with Melbourne. Melbourne to Manila. To Manila, and then let's say you leave Melbourne on November 25, and then you go back Melbourne before Christmas, so it's December 20. So you choose to celebrate Christmas in Australia. Alright, we have Melbourne to Manila, leaving Melbourne on November 25, going on December 20, going back December 20. The cheapest so far is we have this one. This is with Royal Brunei Airlines, with layover in Brunei for 1 hour, and then layover again 19 hours. No thanks. That's too long. So what else is the other option? Scoot Airlines for 1,233. Yes, I don't mind. This is good. And very long layover in Singapore, 12 hours. But I mean, for the price of 1,200 compared with 2,000, it's 800 Australian dollars saving. So I'll take that. Scoot Airlines so far. By the way, if you want direct flights, of course, there is PAL. Now, PAL is the only airline that offers direct flights to or from North America and the Philippines. So that's their biggest advantage. So this is all about international flights for the month of October. I'll let you know if there's anything you need to know about aviation update in the Philippines. I hope this video was helpful. God bless you all and stay safe. And let me know, where did you get your ticket and how much? How much did you save? Did you use your miles? God bless you all and stay safe. Bye.